Such a delicious apple.
Excuse me, can you please not eat our props?
Hi, my name is Daniel Raminfard. I'm the founder of the Raminfard School of Arts, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel. Today we're going to be drawing this apple behind me. Here's what you'll need: a plastic eraser, Prisma-colored pencils, an F-grade regular graphite pencil, toned gray paper, 400 series. Okay, step one. We're going to start with just a basic circle. And I'm using my F pencil. As I draw, I'm just outlining all of my basic shapes, including where my shadows are. Step two, refine those basic shapes. So now I'm looking to see what's different about this apple. It's not exactly a circle, so I'm just looking to see what parts of it are a little flatter, what parts of it are a little sharper. What we're trying to do is use our object as inspiration. We're looking to interpret what we're seeing. Now I'm going to erase anything that I don't like or need. Step three, we're going to start coloring in our apple. First color I'm going to use is this orange-red, and I'm going to use this as my base tone. I'm literally going over the entire thing as one solid color. Notice that I'm drawing it as lightly as I possibly can so that I can build other colors on top. I'm now using black to put in the shadow. Again, I'm keeping it light in order for us to build on top of each of these layers and get more detail into them. The next color I'm going to use is this yellow. I'm looking to see anywhere where I can find some of these light yellow tones. I'm not especially happy with how dark that line is that indicates my shadow, so I'm going to make it a little lighter. I'm picking up some greenish yellows, so that's the next color that I'm going to use. Now I'm going to move into my bright reds. Next, I'm going to be using my darker red pencil. One of the most important parts of drawing is to make sure that you identify where your darks, your mediums, and your lights are. In order for me to do that, I'm going to use this white pencil to indicate where my lights are. My next step is to go back into this and start to fill in a little bit more of these red tones. These colors that I'm putting in are mostly orange. And the reason for that is that under such intense light, those colors will look pretty bright, bordering between red and the color orange. As I'm drawing this, I'm squinting as much as I can so that I'm filtering out all the information that isn't necessary. I'm picking up a dark yellow-green color. So a great way to make that color is actually to use a little bit of black with your yellow. Watch what happens as I add additional yellow to those blacks. Now I'm going to add more red using this red pencil. Next, I'm going to use this brown to darken some of my reds. I'm going to reinforce those darker browns with some of this red. Finally, I'm going to use a little bit of this yellow ochre color to refine some of my yellows. I'm putting in the stem using this brown pencil. And finally, I'm going to use this black pencil to finish up my shadow. It's always darkest when it's closest to the object, so I'm going to reinforce some of those blacks by adding just a little bit more color and tone to it. And as I move further out, I'm just going to fade it off. I'm using my finger to rub the color in. Finally, the last thing I'm going to do is use a little bit of white on the edge, just to get my apple to pop. Just going to erase out this small little smudge that I have here, and there you have it. So there's two key ways that I held my pencil. One is sometimes called a drafter's grip, which is basically how you hold ice cream or a mic. And I used my knuckles to kind of balance myself in order for me to get color in there. And that's basically allows me to use the side of the pencil, and it allows me to draw from my shoulder so that I can move across the paper easily. The other grip that I use is known as a writer's grip. This is a very common grip. Almost everybody writes this way. I'm pinching it with my two fingers, almost like chopsticks, and then I use my back knuckles in order for me to balance myself as I draw. This is really good for fine details. Okay, so my whole thought process and reason for drawing this for you guys is basically to show you how things work in layers. Regardless of what medium you're using, it's very, very important that you start with the most basic shape that you possibly can, and then slowly move from your light colors with colored pencils into your darker colors. So that was the game plan and strategy. I just wanted you guys to see how that was built upon color by color. And the key thing that I was looking for with every single pencil that I picked up was what are the basic shapes of each of the colors that I was seeing. That's the most important part about putting something like this together, is really focusing on shape, color, how light and how dark it is, and where it belongs. I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Oh, look at me, I'm a little color and I'm just trying to get in here somehow, but there's no room for me. Oh no!